It's Taylor Fortune with your psychic forecast for Tuesday, February 15th. All right, today we have the moon in Leo. That's the good news, but it is squaring Uranus. So that is a pretty wild square because that's going to make us feel a little bit fanatical and stubborn, and it's really going to bring out our eccentric qualities. Uranus brings disruption to everything it touches. It can have a lot of great influence too. That kind of disruption leads to revolutionary activity, innovative state of mind. But with Leo, there's like an intensity. It can make us feel very unpredictable, capricious. So right now, try to avoid things like self-harm, even though you may be feeling this intense sensuality. A quirkiness in love, Uranus, Aquarian energy is the kinkiest in astrology because they are the absolute non-conformist, the ones most likely to have fetishes or to just live a non-binary lifestyle, whether that's related to sexuality or identity or even in their way of thinking. Non-binary is more of a concept than it is anything, like kind of taking apart constructs, whatever they are, inverting dominant paradigms. So the energy for that is 7 of fire. Courage, sorry, still a little sick. Stand by your convictions, keep fighting for what it is that you believe, okay? You will prevail if you continue. If you give up at this point, all will be lost. So as we are moving forward on this journey, guided by our spirit, fire, the realm of passion and creativity, we have to realize that we're going to face a lot of obstacles along the way, and we are going to constantly have to contend with, who? Ourselves. What we call, still a little sick, guys, COVID, the dark pyramid of our past. That is what forever haunts us. How do we overcome the things that we've done in our past that we can't change? The only thing we can change is our perspective on that. And that's where the 7 of fire comes in. That's where this real spiritual battlefield lies. Are you able to atone, make amends, or find peace with who you were in order to move forward to who you want to become? That's the lesson here. Keep fighting. The answer is yes. Forgive yourself, move on. There is no point to be stuck in the past. Ruminations will get you nowhere. Reflection is good. Learn from, the mistakes you made, and always change what it is you don't like about yourself. And listen to other people. If enough people are telling you, hey, you know what? Here's some things about you that really bother me. People do have valid points and have wonderful insights to bring to life. It's not about compromise. It's about evolving to become the best version of yourself. So that's what this is about. This is about being in the battlefield, looking at yourself, who you are deep down inside, and deciding what it is that you want to keep about yourself, what's worth fighting for, and what's worth letting go of. So we also have the moon opposing Saturn. Once again, this is a rough day. So I hope all of you had a wonderful, beautiful Valentine's yesterday, because today things are getting a little more real. Saturn in opposition to a Leo moon. Man, we're talking restriction, we're talking depression, making us feel a sense of separation, alienation. We can just overall feel dissatisfied right now. Like we want to just be introverts and, just kind of wallow up in our sadness. But that's not all bad, because once again, that restriction that Saturn gives us is about returning to ourselves in order to find strength and create and build new things. Okay, I always look at Capricorn energy like the world was built through Saturnian Capricornian energy. Somebody has to build the roads, somebody has to construct the buildings, somebody has to make sure all of this runs. And without Caps, without Saturn, people would just, especially with Leo, I'm a Leo, people would just follow their heart, their dreams, and their whims, and want the world to be this thing that is like this stage that just kind of caters to their id sort of needs. But with Capricornian Saturn energy, this is how we build and construct, create ambition, motivation, and success. So it's very important. But of course, when it's in opposition to a Leo moon, it can feel more like oppression than motivation. So right now, the way through that energy here. 3 of Wind. Okay, this is a card that's a little bit different in this deck than others. So oftentimes, well, always associated with the 3 of Swords, which people see as, a broken heart card in the Rider-Waite deck and other decks because of its pretty cruel imagery of 3 swords piercing a heart, which often implies a love triangle, like a 3-way love triangle, or just certain things in your life that are dictated by heartbreak, sorrow, sadness, things that are rough. But this card has similar imagery to 3 swords and what looks like kind of an inverted heart, but they're actually the wings of a butterfly. And this card is about metamorphosis and the pain that comes from metamorphosis. So as we move into that higher state, mental state, we're dealing with air energy here, we do have growing pains we have to face. So basically use these times, these painful moments, as a building block for your psychological and mental growth. It's transitory energy because it is the minor arcana. So we will get through this. This too shall pass. Allow the hard things, the difficult things that you're dealing with to be the foundation for who it is you're becoming as you make that metamorphosis from caterpillar to a butterfly. Okay, guys, if you'd like to book a private session, go to taylorfortune.com. As a mind, body, and spirit coach, you can ask me anything.